Hello guys, welcome to my channel Alkin Gaming and welcome to another video from Destiny 2. This one is about the second part of the last wish raid. I told you guys I'm gonna make the second part. So I tried to make that short possible, but this part and this raid is a little bit harder than the first one. So this is the shortest I can explain. I just see right after you open the door, the time this is gonna appear in the left of my that say Shuro she song like 3 minutes 45 or 46 seconds. That time is the time that you have to beat like this round. Like as you open the door, the time is running like quick. So you have to clean the fastest possible you can with the super. And I you see these I can say relics. So the other team have to place and form a triangle. Should be able to break his their shield. And the other teammates that have a kind of taken that they're gonna be kind of like taken. The relic that is become that you become taken. That one that's his job is like they have to break uh, her enchant. Like she's gonna make that the first part that she might attack that's gonna explode. So the teammates have to evitate that. They have to break the attack. Counter the attack. To keep moving and to make more DPS. So, but the most important thing here is if you have super, spam all the super you can, clean the fast possible because you only have like 4 minutes to clean this part, and you have to to pay attention of that. As you see, I take the relics, and you have to form triangles. So as you stand in the little plate there, that you get the relics, you're gonna be damaged. You're gonna take damage. So you have to talk to the teammates and make a count like 3, 2, 1 and stand all at the same time, because if you stand first you're gonna keep taking damage. Now this is one of the hardest part, and this part you almost can't make mistakes. This is the hardest part because of that, because you can make mistake. You can assign two guys in the left, 2 guys in the middle, and 2 guys in the right. In that symbols, one of the team is gonna be top and the other is gonna be bottom. So as you see, there's a piece that is missing. So that piece that is missing, you guys have to stand in those places that you see that I stand. And for now I'm just cleaning because one on the side. But right now I didn't play too much, but this part is gonna you have to make constantly like 3 times if I don't mistaken. So now you are gonna go to the second phase of this, and you have to be careful to not fall here because this is gonna take a little bit time. Now all you have to do is spam your super that you see on the teammates like making super takes orbs, and if you are in the same position that I am, you're gonna be taking the relics. So just be careful that she don't push you, because she make an attack that can push you. So, and supers for this, the well is very useful here, the tether, the hammers, and everything that is rooming super that you can claim the Nova Warp is also useful here. But right now I'm just using well because sometimes I use it in the part that are in the symbols. You also can make it well, and because this part is very similar to the other part, that you take damage when you stand in one of the plates that to get to the symbol. You take damage, so you have to be careful to not die, because if you touch the platform you die and you can't stand again because it's not gonna count. So that is something very important. This part is hard because of that, because you don't have very room to make mistakes. Because if you make a mistake and no one's can can take your plate, it's gonna be hard because it's time running, and the faster you possibly you have and clean all the ads here is the most time you have in the symbols. So as you see, you make a triangle, break the shield. Also the shotgun is very useful here, like in the first part, because she's very similar to Shuro, like she's a witch from the of the queens, you know, more stuff. So she have very similar attacks by the she's other counterpart. Now we go again to the part of the symbols. Remember that you have to switch of teams of Shu, two in the left, two in the middle, and two in the right, and which one is gonna be taken top and bottom. I'm top, so I'm taking the platform that you see in front, and you see that the symbol is completed, because you're always gonna be you have to see the part that is missing. Always gonna look that. So, and you have to tell your teammate that he's gonna be take bottom, or sometimes it's gonna be middle, so which one can take that platform, that doesn't care. But if if there are two pieces missing, you know, you both have to step in the platform. So now we just go to the last phase of this. Disco balls, you have to be careful that because they can push you with his shield, so you have to be careful with that. So now there's a lot of ads as you see, because this is the last phase of Shuro, and this, you know, this is the time that you save your super for the correct time, because even if you're using the relic, you know, you are gonna stand to, you know, to make a triangle with the relic, there's gonna be always appearing enemies. This part, like, they always gonna spawn enemies. So now I get the relics. So in this part, it's very important that you use your super like in the correct moment, and if one of your teammates make the tether, don't spam your super, just stay first the ores and then you spam your super, because those supers you're gonna need her, you know, when you have to clean fast, because the time is consuming, and you know, the most time the fast that you do this part, the best possibility you have in the future, because you have more time if someone of your teammates died, but you got a lot of time and a lot of rest too. So for this part, I think that, yeah, the shotgun, the careless shotgun, is very useful. Most of the time I use it, and most of the time I do damage with that, but you also can use the sleeper simulant. It's also a very good weapon here. So now this is the part that I say that always gonna spawn enemies. As you see, this the relics is gonna be appear soon. So I think that the relics already appear, but I think I'm gonna die in this part because I stayed too much in the platform. As I say, if you stay too long in the platform and one of the teammates don't stand, you're gonna die. So I die because I take damage with the ads and also with the platform. That both are making damage to me. So now this is the end. So the most important of this part is that you have to use the super most of the time. Don't take your super with you though. Just use it, right? Because it's gonna be very useful here. But well, the hardest is those parts that you have to time and the symbols. If your teammates have a sync with the symbols, like I say that there's a lot of ways how to do it, but as I do with my team is like I switch in teams of Shu in the left, Shu in the middle, and Shu in the right. That's for me is one of the best ways to do it because it's not very complicated. And I hope you guys enjoy this video and understand, because I want you to make a little bit short, but this is the most short I can do this video because this part is more complicated than the first one. So that's why. But the next video I'm gonna make is about I think the ogre, I guess. Yeah, I think that the next one is the ogre. So be there, you know, if you are interested to see the guide about, you know, the third part of the last switch raid. And well, thanks for watching guys, and see you in the next one.